welcome back, everybody. So we had Ridgeview Football team on the last segment. Now we've got their opponents. The home team tomorrow night, Bakersfield Drillers, Keayr Gragg, Alex Fulmer, Paul Golla. Gentlemen, welcome. I know the two of you, well, you've become kind of a resident here for the most part, Paul. But, once again, nothing's easy for you guys on Friday nights. You kind of stack the schedule early on in August and September to get fueled up for games like this. Is this just another game for you, or is there always something a little bit special because you know that place is just going to be packed?
Yeah, I think when you think there's going to be 6,000-7,000 fans, it's always a big playoff atmosphere. So that's special. But yeah, we don't talk much about winning and lose. We talk about the little things that we got to do, and I really think that Mountain Point game we got much better from, and then Edison. We're not the same defense or offense. Well, maybe offensively, but defensively we're not the same defense we were then.
Keayr, for you, kind of having such a big offensive output in that loss to Mountain Point, and then coming back and only getting that one touchdown, which you scored on against Edison. What was the talk internally for you guys? And I know that Coach Golla always talks about not looking at the end result, but for you, was there anything in particular going on that you made a change, or did you just know that offensively you guys were going to be able to kind of fine-tune and find your rhythm?
I knew that we were going to find our rhythm. Once after our Mountain Point game, I knew that we would start to find our rhythm.
Yeah. And then defensively, Alex, for you guys, you guys have always been kind of a stalwart. Do you feel like you guys are kind of hitting on all cylinders right now?
Yeah, I'd say our defense looks really great right now, and it's just always the little things that gets us great.
Yeah. And then, Paul, for you, I mean, an 0-2 start is, something that people outside of the program kind of take into stock a little bit more than you guys do. Now that you've beaten Salesian, you beat Crenshaw at home last week, is it anything different for you, or is it just business as usual and you guys are just looking for the right components to be able to kind of continue this thing going, knowing that league starts next week?
We used to have summer camps, so we'd go down and have full padded camps, and we were able to make a lot of changes then. And so really what happened, game one against Mountain Point, we thought, man, we got to make some changes defensively. And so we made those changes, and those are some of the things we couldn't see without playing anybody. And so I think with us making those changes defensively, it's really helped us, and it's helped our personality of our football team. We put kids in better situations. And so, for us, it's every day, we have to have a goal of practice to get better. We have to work on something every day. And so for Ridgeview, it's exciting that we get to play a great football program like Ridgeview and at home, and it's going to really see where we're at. We get to play the #1 ranked team in the Valley, which is fun.
I don't know what to do with Alex here right now. You've got your game face on, man. I don't know what to do with you right now.
Alex is always ready.
There it is. There's a smile. How excited are you for tomorrow night? Because of the atmosphere is going to be so big, because this is a game where you guys went into their home last year, and we're the only Central Section team to beat them last year. How excited are you to get this thing going?
I'm actually extremely stoked. And
there we go. Stoked. I like it. That's something straight out of the 80s.
And, yeah, it's going to be a big dogfight, and that's what I like.
Yeah. Keayr, for you, I mean, I talked to Lawrence about it in the last segment. Here you guys are cousins, quarterbacks, two of the top teams in the Central Section. This is what you wanted your senior year after, kind of fighting your way through last year, giving up the position to Lamicio because of the decision to see what it was offensively. How much fun have you had now? I mean, we talked to you before the season started. How much fun have you been having over the last 5 weeks?
I will say a lot. I'm finally I've learned on how the game's going now and how our offense is working.
For you, Paul, what makes these two young men leaders for you on the football team off the field?
Was it Wednesday night when you guys started fighting? No, Tuesday. Tuesday. They're just so competitive. It's awesome.
These two?
Yeah, everybody. I mean, someone will start it, but they think that I'm not watching. But I see them, getting after each other, and they make it competitive. And that's what's when you have a great scout team and guys that could talk, and get you going. You're gonna have to be a good ball club, and they compete against each other, and it makes it fun. But they both love to compete, and and both of them are student of the games, you know, and you know, one thing defensively we changed, you know, we put Jaquel and Darius and Alex back there as kind of the ball hawks, and Alex loves to get physical. I mean, he's a physical football player and is fast, and so we kind of freed him up back there. And then Keayr, he's doing, you know, this morning I think he was in here at 6:30 in the morning. We're talking about how, you know, they go from the bare front to the 4-3, and they may move to it, and what do we do and what you look for, and he's become a student of the game.
And you got to enjoy that too for a guy that's coming to you with questions where you're like, I think he knows the answer to this.
It is exciting because, you know, it's an extension of the staff. You know, it's hey, you know, Keayr, you're kind of the offensive coordinator right now. You're going to be put in situations where you got to be the coordinator.
Alex, for you, did you ever have any competition with guys like Darius and Jaquel on who's going to get more interceptions this season? Or is it just kind of a by committee, you go after the ball whenever you can?
You know, we're always competing. You know, we usually play a little game. Whoever gets the most picks, we have to do something after the game or something like that. You know, it's just always a competition with each other.
Keayr, does this make you better when you see guys like this day in and day out in practice? Does it make it easier for you on Friday nights to combat defenses because you feel like you see one of the best defenses every day?
Yes. It helps out. It helps me out a lot because your scout team should be better than the team that you're playing, and which that's how it mostly is pretty much every single week.
Paul, for you, is this a very unique year for you as a head coach when you look at the grand spectrum of what the Central Section is this year? And it's kind of a bunch of teams. You've looked at Clovis, who's undefeated, the only undefeated team still in D1, but has had a dogfight against two of your league rivals in Stockdale and Centennial, where you guys started out 0-2. I think Liberty stacked the schedule. They're 1-3, but I think they're still a team that can still fight for a D1 section title. Is this a unique year for you? And if it is this a fun time to be a coach because you don't know what's going to happen every single night?
Yeah, I don't know. You know,
fun, maybe not the word.
I enjoy the grind. I thought about it yesterday night. I thought, man, you know, I haven't slept in a while. It's the middle of the season. We've seen every team in the Central Section minus Bullard. Yeah. And I really think it's up for grabs. It really is. This is one of those years where you don't have a team that's just dominant. And, you know, and again, I haven't seen Bullard. You know, hopefully we get film of them and we take a look, but get that opportunity. But yeah, you're right. You know, Liberty, with Love being out, that's the game we broke down with Ridgeview. So that, you know, he's a difference maker. Yep. And they had to change their offense that week, you know. And so when they get going, I mean, but it's a wide open race.
There's another question I wanted. I was doing some research last night on Steve Denman up at Tehachapi. He's a 295 career wins in 34 years up there. For you, in your 11th year here, do you think you'll ever see a head coach stay at one school for 34 years like Denman has up at Tehachapi? You know,
it's hard. You know, it's hard. You know, in today's day and age, you know, administrators leave, they come. You know, there's some that are pro-athletics, some anti-athletics. You got parents that come that group that just hates you, and it's hard. And you know, and so I actually played against Coach Denman when I was at Serrano. He was the head coach at Tehachapi, so that was
back in the days when they were still in the Southern Section.
Yeah, and so that's kind of fun, but it's tough, and it's tough on coaches, you know, in the modern time, and I know that we're blessed at Bakersfield High School what we got going on, right, for sure.
Alex, for you, do you ever get alumni? I mean, you know, you were what, 7 years old when he took over this program. Do you ever have guys that come to you and say, listen to what Coach Golla says, he knows what's going on? Do you like knowing that, you know, guys that have been around for so long were playing underneath him and you get to do it too?
Yeah, lots of alumni always, all the time, are, you know, always checking up on us and all that, keeping sure that we're on track with, like, football, even grades and all that stuff. And, yeah.
Lewis, you got something? What's going on over there?
I wanted to ask Coach Golla about his hats. How do I get one? And is that a requirement
Oh,
now?
That is the Steve Denman.
Is
hat.
that? I mean, seriously, are you requiring your guys? I mean, it's a good skin cancer prevention deal. I mean, what do you think about that?
That's exactly it.
Yeah.
It's that sun beats down on us.
Look, I'm sorry, guys. This is one of those over 40 questions we've got to ask people now. I know you're not quite there yet, Coach, but I mean, I just want to know that because I saw you the other day. I was impressed. Everyone had the same hats on. Everyone looked good. So there you go. That's my question. Sorry.
Guys, do you know what we're talking about? His floppy hat that he wears out there to practice.
Oh, yeah.
The one that kind of protects him all the way around.
Yeah.
Hey, I got one. I have one in the storage unit, and we were looking through it yesterday, and girlfriend looks at me. She goes, "What is this?" And I go, "That saves my face." She goes, "Okay, that works." Well, guys, just one last thing, Paul, going into tomorrow night, kind of, like big picture spectrum for you. What does tomorrow night mean for you as a head coach?
It's you love. I mean, you love to compete against the best. And obviously they're 4-0. You guys have ranked them number 1 in the Valley, and that's exciting. I mean, that's exciting. That's great football. That's what you want every single week. That's kind of like a college atmosphere that we're going to get at BHS that most people don't experience. I mean, it's different there when it's packed and they bring in seating, and it's exciting, and that's what's exciting about it. But in the same sense as we talk to our kids, we say that the scoreboard's for the fans. I mean, it's about controlling the process. It's about the present. It's about having a goal. It's about self-talk in between plays. And then the outcome will take care of itself.
Alex, a little zippity doodah for you guys tomorrow night. That's really quickly, Coach, you've kind of instilled in that whenever anything goes bad, just kind of zippity doodah and just kind of know that, it's going to right itself. Alex, is that kind of the spectrum that you guys are kind of looking at, is just have fun and play some football and know that if you guys do everything right, the outcome will come out your way?
Yes. Just with anything going wrong, just uplift yourself with the zippity doodah.
Yep. Keayr, one sentence on tomorrow night.
It's going to be a great game.
Yeah. All right, that's it. Keayr, Gragg, Alex Fulmer, Paul Golla. Thank you guys again. Once again, remember, tomorrow night live, starting at 7 p.m., we will have Ridgeview at BHS. Yep, John's cool design right there. We'll be right back after this with Fresno B Guru, Andy Bogard. So we'll be right back.
One thing about living in Kern County is all these great rivalries.